World Robot Olympiad is a competition, global competition, where different young people between the age of 8 to 18 to 19 come together, form teams, and then build innovation, robotic projects to solve different challenges within their communities. We are in our second year in Uganda. We piloted last year, and this year we have had around 23 schools participate in the competitions. But in the final day today, we've had our finals where 14 teams have come to bring out their projects, to showcase, to present, to work as a team, and to win prizes.
Seeing young people from high school and primary level doing things for the industry is mind-blowing. Today we have witnessed innovations which I haven't seen in universities. So we've seen young people developing robots. For example, the group that developed, I think MHI, they developed a farm rover. But the level of the farm rover was something that you wouldn't give them. That's what I can say. You'd think this was developed from Tesla. If I'm not kidding, from Tesla. I mentioned to them that I worked on the same project of the farm rover, and the same issues they pitched, they are the same issues we found. However, when I did the research, I was at university. These people are in high school, class 10, you can imagine.
My experience when we were making this robot as a team, for me, the whole thing was new. It was my first time even to participate in a social competition. So it was just so inspiring to me. Even I learned coding for my first time, and it was just so amazing to learn new things. And the whole idea of making a robot, the whole idea of making something that benefits our environment was such a great thing. It was such an amazing experience, and I would love to do it more and more.
So they not only just demonstrated the robot or going to class and putting wires together. However, these students managed to go out and do research, collect data. They analyzed the data. They went on to design their robots. From design, they prototyped. They went back to the field to check whether what they developed will work. They reached the farms and realized that the terrain is actually irregular. They had to come back into the design and think of what are the best wheels for the garden kind of terrain. That is mind-blowing in high school.
The most interesting thing was when we started to code. I mean, I love coding even though it was my first time. So after coding, of course, we had a challenge because sometimes we can write the code, but then the robot just doesn't move. So after just that moment, I remember it was even free. So after writing the code, we just uploaded and the robot started moving. So it was just so great. I felt like I've done something. I've learned something.
The next step would be for them to go and compete globally with the rest of their peers in Turkey. But because we don't have the financial muscle to take them to Turkey, we are working with partners to ensure that their projects will not just stop on showcasing, but also go ahead and build a working prototype. They've built a working prototype, but we want them to now build a project that they can put in the market. So for us, this is an exciting experience, it's an exciting activity, and we are positive that the future is bright for them.
But thanks, I think, to the curriculum that these students are having, and also the support from the other startups or tech companies, like the Mindset Coders, it's doing an amazing job in these high schools. You know, taking this kind of innovation, creativity of programming into these little kids, given their sharp mind at that level, is really, really mind-blowing.
So I encourage all young people out there interested in STEM to continue, building, to continue creating for good, to continue solving problems. And what I witnessed today shows me that we have so many young people excited, so hungry for knowledge, excited to go out there and change the world. So for me, an event like this means so much to me because it speaks so much into the future. It speaks so much into the leaders we are going to have after this event, because those are leaders that understand society problems, they know how to solve them, and they really feel like people matter to them and they have to make a difference.
The university has picked a lead from today's event, and we are saying that we want to work with high school, we want to work with primary level. It has never been there before, but now we want to work with them. We want to see that these young people go beyond just our education system, but they are able to compete with the Princeton universities, Massachusetts, the Harvard, because what they are doing is what is out there.
This year we've impacted around 1,400 students within the schools. We've been doing different workshops within the schools. We've had 23 schools that we've worked with. Now on the final day we've had 12 teams present, and for us it's an exciting thing. We want to do it bigger, we want to do it regionally so that they all get to experience. We've seen the hunger that they have for such initiatives, and we really call on the government to continue improving on the curriculum, national curriculum for the local schools, to ensure that we have such programs going on within the schools.
And hopefully next year, we shall be commercializing these innovations.
Since we are working with schools, we are working with the young people, we are working with individual parents to bring the students to us. We are open to schools, we are open to individual parents, we are open to volunteers, because we are going big. We want the whole country to participate. We want 2025 to be the year that we send the final students to Singapore, and we believe that they have the capability to win and bring the trophy home. Today would not have been a success if we didn't have our sponsors, Camden Education. We had Google also support us to ensure that today was a success. We have our local implementing partners who have brought their students, the schools, the individual organizations that work with schools and students that have brought their students to us. So really appreciate everyone who made today a success.